Hello, welcome to my channel CodewallAcademy. In this video, today we'll learn about Introduction to Java GUI. Okay, so introduction is the Abstract Window Toolkit was Java's first GUI framework, and it has been part of Java since version 1.0. Okay, it contains numerous classes and methods that allow you to create windows and simple controls. You will seldom create GUI based solely on the AWT because more powerful GUI frameworks, that is Swings and Java Apex, have been developed for Java. Okay, so it's all about introduction. Now we take a look of AWT classes. Okay, so AWT classes are contained in the java.ewt package. It is one of the Java's largest packages. It is logically organized in a top-down hierarchical fashion. Therefore, it is easier to understand and use. Now we know about AWT classes. There are various types of classes comes under AWT. Okay, so first is the frame. Frame creates the standards windows that has a title bar, resize corner, and a menu bar. Flow layout. The flow layout manager, flow layout position component left to right, top to bottom. Buttons. This class create a label button. Graphics encapsulate the graphics context. The context is used by the various output methods to display output in a Windows. Label creates a label that display a string. List creates a list from which the users can choose, similar to the standard Windows list box. Panel, the simplest concrete subclass of containers. Text areas create a multi-line edit controls. Text field creates a single line edit control. Text components, a superclass for text areas and text field. Windows create a text windows with no frame, no menu bar, and no title. Okay, so this is all about AWT classes. Which types of class comes under AWT? So we know here keyframe, flow layout, buttons, graphics, label, list, panel, text areas, text field, text component, and Windows is all the classes which we used in AWT for designing GUI. Okay, so Windows fundamentals is the AWT defines Windows according to a class hierarchy that add functionality and specificity with each level. Okay, the two most common windows are those derived from panel, which is used by applets, and those derived from frames, which create a standard applications windows. Okay, so components. Here we know about the components. Before discussing about the components, I have mentioned image. Okay, that is a class hierarchy for panel and frame. So the topmost class is a component, and inside a component there is a container. Container also categorized in two subclass, that is a windows and panels, and windows also have a subclass, that is a frame. Okay, so at the top of the AWT hierarchy is the component classes. Component is an abstract class that encapsulates all the attributes of visual components. Except for menus, all the user's interface elements that are displayed on the screen and that interact with the users are subclasses of component. Okay, it defines over 100 public methods that are responsible for managing events such as mouse and keyboards input, positioning and sizing the windows, adding and repainting. Okay, that's used in also in positioning and sizing the windows. A component object is responsible for remembering the current foreground and background color and the currently select text font. Okay, now we know about containers. So the containers classes is also a subclasses of a component. Okay, it has additional methods that allow others component object to be nested within it. Others container object can be stored inside of a containers since they are themselves instance of a component. This make for a multi-well containment system. Okay, a container is responsible for laying out any components that it contains. It does this through the use of various layout managers. If we know about components and container, then third subclasses that is a panel. Okay, so the panel classes is a concrete subclass of containers. Panel is a superclass for applets. And a panel is a windows that does not contain a title bar, menu bar, or borders. Others component can be added to a panel object by its add methods inherited from containers. Now we know about discuss about windows. Okay, so the windows class create a top level windows. Windows class generally be used for creating a top level windows. Okay, a top level windows is not a contained within any other subject. It sits directly on the desktop, and generally you won't create a windows object directly. Instead you will use the subclass of windows called frame. So after the windows, we take a look about a frame. A frame encapsulates what is commonly thought of as a windows. It is a subclass of windows and has a title bar, menu bar, borders, and resizing corners. The precise look of frame will differ among environments. Okay, so that's all about the windows, frame, containers, and about panels, everything, which is very useful, and the term of AW comes under AW hierarchy. Okay, so please take a look of this, and then you will practically use in Java. So for the practically use, we move to a notepad. Okay, so here open a notepad. Here I have already created this code. So here you can see I have a import a package that is a java.awt. Okay, and after that also import a one package that is a import java.awt.event. Okay, this package is for managing event, and this package is for abstract window toolkits. Okay, for using and tools for designing a GUI. So class AWT frame, which extends from frame class. Okay, and here we create a method. Inside a method we create a label, that is the level 1, which contain a message welcome, which you can also set string welcome, and next one is which contain a string that is to the Java world. Okay, here we use a add, which we already discussed in slide. So add is used for adding level 1 and adding level 2. Set layout, new flow layout. Okay, here we use flow layout, and set visible true, and this is the set size. This set windows screen size, length and width. Okay, so after this you have to create a class AWT GUI. Here I have created AWT GUI 11 because I have already created one class, that is AWT GUI. So here I put 11. Okay, so inside this we call main methods, and inside the main method we create a object of these classes and call. Okay, so in this way we create a program, and simply you can save it, open cmd, and inside the cmd you have to compile it. So inside add folder, here we compile this code. Once it compiles successfully, we'll run this code, and here you can see the windows. It contains two string welcome space to the Java world. Okay, in this way you can create Windows GUI. Okay, so next one I have already created where we use a button. So for this I have to run that code for so here we use cd add, and we have Java AWT GUI and .java. Okay, so compile this code also. Once this compile, run this code, and here you can see in this code we use, in this Windows screen we use a button, that is a save button. Okay, here also create a two string, that is a welcome to KIIT and welcome to School of Computer Application. Okay, so इस तरह से so in this way you can create AWT GUI with the help of AWT. Okay, so for today's this much, and if you like my video, please don't forget to like and subscribe it. See you in next video. Thanks for watching my video.